just do this one. No pun intended. Cut it off after this one because I don't know what I'm going to do next. Marvin Hamlish from A Chorus Line, 1975. One singular sensation, every little step he takes. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. One thrilling combination, every move that he makes. One smile suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. No one moment in his presence and you can't forget the rest. Because that boy is second best to none. Son, oh, sigh, give him your attention. Do I really have to mention he's the one? He walks into a room and you know he's uncommonly rare, very unique, peripatetic, poetic, and chic. She walks into a room, you know from her maddening poise, effortless whirl, she's the special girl strolling. Well, I can't help all of her qualities extolling. Loaded with charisma is my jauntling, chortling, gambling shambler. She walks into a room and you know you must shuffle along and join the parade, for she's the quintessence of making the grade. This is what I call traveling. Oh, strut your stuff, can't get enough of her. Love her, well, I'm a son of a gun, she is one of a kind. 5, 6, 7, 8, one moment in her presence and you can't forget the rest. Because that boy is second best to none. Son, sigh, give him your attention. Do I really have to mention he's the one? From A Chorus Line. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way we were, scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalks where the neon lights are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're at downtown. Don't wait a minute more. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown, don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown, listen to the music of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them soon before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be all right now. Downtown, downtown. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go where? Downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help. Downtown, you may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a helping hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown, downtown, downtown. Petula, thank you. Those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, it strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. Oh, I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you rouse a need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch. There is no nicer witch than you. When he speaks, he is seeking words to get off his chest. Horizontally speaking, he's at his very best. I'm vexed again, perplexed again. Thank God I can be oversexed again. Bewitched, bothered and bewildered. Bewitched, bothered and bewildered. Am I? chime in and sing with me anytime you like. Where it began, well, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. It was in the spring, and then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, times never seem so good. Oh, I'd be inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely, 'cause we fill it up with only two. And when I hurting runs off my shoulders, how could I hurt when I'm holding you? Because you're warm, you're touching warm, and you're reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, times never seem so good. Oh, I'd be inclined to believe they never would. Oh, no, no. Sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Oh, I'd be inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline. Neil Diamond, thank you. Stay away from Broadway for just another one here, or one or two. This is Elton John, early vintage Elton John, if you will. I guess it's all vintage Elton John anymore, isn't it? Or I'm not a kid anymore, oh well. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I would buy a big house where we all could live. If I were a sculptor, then again no, or a man who makes potions at our traveling show. I know it's not much, it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind that I put down the words. How wonderful life is while you're in this world. Excuse me for getting these things I do, you see. I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean is yours are the sweetest eyes I have ever seen. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. they'd be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down the words. How wonderful life is when you're in this world. Hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down the words. How wonderful life is when you're in this world. It's a little bit funny. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. I have a special request for a lovely song, actually. It's a Michel Legrand with Alan and Marilyn Bergman's lyrics, so that makes it wonderful right there. But I haven't done it in a long time, so I don't know if it'll be wonderful or not. Stop the tapes. From Umbrellas of Schoenberg. If it takes forever, I will wait for you for 1,000 summers. I will wait for you till you're here beside me, till I'm holding you and forevermore here in your arms. Here we go. Anywhere you wander, anywhere you go, every day remember that I love you so. In your heart believe that in my heart I know that forevermore I'll wait for you. The clock will tick away the hours one by one, and then the time will come when all the waiting's done, the day when you'll return and find me here and run straight to my waiting arms. If it takes forever, I will wait for you for 1,000 summers, for my whole life through, till you're here beside me, till I'm touching you and forevermore sharing your love. The clock will tick away the hours one by one, then the time will come when all the waiting's done, the day when you'll return and find me here and run straight to my waiting arms. If it takes forever, I will wait for you for 1,000 summers, for my whole life through, till you're here beside me, till I'm touching you and forevermore sharing your love. Well, a little song I do every once in a while for Uncle Gene here. East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear. We'll be near to the sun in the daytime, we'll be near to the moon at night, and we will live in a lovely way, dear, living on love and pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Now love will not die, and we'll keep it that way. Well, up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune, deep of the sun, west of the moon. We'll be near to the sun in the daytime, and we'll be near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear, living on love and pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, baby, we'll keep it that way. Well, up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun, west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon. One more time. Oh, up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun, west of the moon, dear. East of the sun, east of the sun, and west of the moon. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above if love is far away too, until it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. There is no moon above if love is far away too, until it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. Until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. Stephen Sondheim. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair, and where are the clouds? Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps staring around, one who can't move. And where are the clouds? Send in the clouds. Just when I'd stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my light, no one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. And where are the clouds? Quick, send in the clouds. Don't bother, they're here. Where are the clouds? There ought to be clouds. don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. And where are the clouds? There ought to be clouds. Well, maybe next year. Next year. Stevenson. Longest running musical ever. I guess it's still going. Sing once again for me our strange duet. My power grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind. Is there the phantom of the opera? Is there the phantom of the opera? No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you beside you, to hold you and to hide you. Then say you'll love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you here beside you. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you. Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe. No one will find you. Your fears are far behind you. All we need is freedom, a world that's warm and bright. I'm here always beside you, to guard you and to guide you. Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you now and always. Say you feel the way I do. That's all I ask of you. Say the word and I will follow you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me. That's all I ask of you. We never said our love was evergreen or as unchanging as the sea. But if you can still remember stop and think of me. Think of all the things we've shared and seen. Don't think about the things that might have been. Think of me waking, silent and resigned. Imagine me trying too hard to put you from my mind. Recall those days, look back on all those times. Think of the things we'll never do. There will never be a day when I won't think of you. We never said our love was evergreen or as unchanging as the sea. But please promise me that sometimes you will think, song before it went to the recording studio. It was called Uncomparable. Yeah, that's what it was written as. Irving Gordon, Uncomparable. And before they recorded it, the producer said, we got to change that. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. (1951). This is the last song Nat King Cole gave us, you know. We lost him very early, as you know, in life. He was only 45 years old. My goodness, he loved his cool cigarettes, but done him in. Anyway, here's the last song he recorded in 1965, just 1 month before he passed away. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. It's all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. love can make it, take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. It's all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it, take my heart, don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Well, I better do one for Al over here. This was written by Amanda McBroom. She wrote it in less than an hour, about 45 minutes. When she finished it, she said, doesn't have a bridge, just has 3 identical stanzas. I don't know if it'll work. She racked her brain, couldn't come up with a bridge, so this is what she came up with. Bette Midler liked it. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves the soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. And it's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give. And the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember that in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. Bette Midler, Amanda McBroom. Back to Broadway. Frank Lesser, 1950 it was. What's playing at the Roxy? Gene, I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. Picture about a Minnesota man, so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy. What's in the Daily News? George, I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News. What's happening all over? Al, I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guys sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked 'em, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough. When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane. When you need a gent paying all kinds of rent, for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll. For some doll. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet there'll be mink in it for some doll. When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad. When you meet a mug lately out of the jug and he's still lifting platinum, fall to raw. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7. The guy's only doing it for some doll. For some doll. When you see a sport and his cash has run short, make a bet he's banking it with some doll. When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming bright, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night? When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he reeks from Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7. The guy's only doing it for some doll. Some doll. The guy's only doing it for some doll. Michaelis. When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand and nothing, no, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there to brighten up, oh, even your darkest night. You just call out my name and you'll know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, well, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will, 'cause you got a friend, you got a friend. Now when the sky up above you turns dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, keep your head together and call my name out low, and soon I'll be knocking at your door. You just call out my name and you'll know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh, winter, spring, summer, or fall, well, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Oh, yes, I will. You got a friend. Now, ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, they'll desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. But you just call out my name, and you'll know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, now all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. 'Cause you got a friend, you got a friend. You've got a friend. Carole King and James. Here's a little Sinatra that Michael Bublé has revived. Bless his heart, keeping these oldies alive. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I am such a happy individual. The moment that you to speak. I'd like to go play hide and seek. I want to go bounce the moon like a toy balloon. Because you and I are like a couple of tots. We are running across the meadow and we're picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. Even when I'm prematurely gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous. You and I are like a couple of tots. We're running across the bedroom, picking up lots of pajama tops. Oh, you make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung and bells to be rung, a wonderful fling to be flung. Even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel just like the farmers in the dell. The farmers in the dell, hi-ho, the debris-ho, the farmers in the dell. You make me feel so young, so young.